We are for the first half of the match between Lavazza team, French-Italian combination, and BBO, an American team. On this first hand, Bill Gates and Sharon Osberg bid up to 6 spades, which is a real good contract with 12 tricks. You can make 7 if diamonds are 3-3, which is not the case, or if the Finostern heart is on the side.
Yes, we can speak a very good contract and even a good Grand Slam, because the Grand Slam depends on the finesse or the diamond to be 3-3, which is about 70% in the whole.
Avec Philippe Cronier, nous allons commenter en partie en français, puisque il y a au moins une joueuse française à la table.
Le Grand Chelem, effectivement, est un bon pari, puisque le partage des carreaux ou le massacre, ça représente près de 70%. Et donc, c'est un bon résultat, quelque part, de s'arrêter à ça. On a mesure le roi de cœur et demi et les carreaux 4-2.
Hello, Jean-Paul, and hello, Philippe. I'm just there joining you after a quick drink at the pub.
Hi, sir, how are you?
Can you hear me? Because the volume is funny here.
I hear you, yes, I hear you, but do you want to speak in French with us for a while?
No, je ne peux pas parler français, mais have you got the French?
No, they won't be able to hear you because he's just logged on, dear Jean-Paul, yes, and Philippe. So, but yeah, I'm not sure they're doing it through whether they're doing it through the sort of the TeamSpeak, because I don't see them in the TeamSpeak area. I can see Patrick Huang, but I can't see Philippe and Jean-Paul. I'm going to try something else and see if they're commentating.
We are doing without TeamSpeak because we didn't arrive there, though Patrick has tried this morning to have TeamSpeak.
Just make sure we're still on TeamSpeak. Yeah, we should be good.
Okay, well, yeah. Sylvie opened a hand that I may not open myself. It's a light opening, but it is the modern style to open that. But there's something fishy about the bidding. I don't really think. 1 spade, 1 no trump. If Giorgio bid 2 spades, I don't believe Sylvie will make a game trial 3 clubs. So something's going wrong in our thing. Maybe she thinks 2 spade was a transfer. Is that possible? In France, Philippe, is 2 spade a transfer to club?
No, it's usually they discuss that 2 spades was spades and they say.
No,
by 1 spade,
usually 2 hearts as a transfer for clubs, but maybe they have stayed just, they transferred and didn't precise.
I think they've had a disaster, yeah. A mini disaster. because they've got to 3 spades, and Bill Gates could become richer than he is already by doubling them. They can lose 2 hearts and 3 spades 5, and 7, which is 3 down, which would be 800. And I tell you, to get Giorgio for 800 is very difficult. To get Sylvie for 800 is not so difficult, but Giorgio very rarely goes for 800. Sylvie is a gambler, I know, because I play blackjack with her, and she wins very rarely, like me. Now, the jack would, well, one of the signaling methods, but it looked like she should play the jack to ask for a heart switch, because it's very difficult to switch to heart from West End. It doesn't matter, there's only 1 heart going away from 3. This is an example of why bridge is about partnership at this level, because this is like not a very important hand, yet 2 top players, because they didn't have adequate discussion, ended up in a silly contract because their system discussion wasn't sufficient to solve the problem.
As it is not so important because 3 spades went down more than 2 spades, but if it had been doubled, it could have been very, very heavy.
If I had to give one tip to the world, that would be, when you think you'd like to double, please do. The world doesn't double for penalties nearly enough because they're very happy to get their plus score. But profit in bridge is often in making the penalty much more than it should be if you don't double. And doubling is a very enjoyable way to play bridge. Well, now he's going to play the King of Hearts and probably play another club.
Over 2 spades with the east hand, after 1 spade, 1 from 2 spades. Either double is for take out in this position, and maybe could try to do something.
Okay, so now if you talk, I should be able to hear you. Giorgio.
Director Giorgio has been requested by Lavazza.
I think now you have to hold the... Oh, no, you don't. No, not anymore. They've got the graphic. Cancel this as you don't catch.
So something says that the director's been called by Giorgio. Don't ask me why.
Well, maybe if they're playing a transfer or something.
Yeah, but he can't call the director on his partner or himself.
No.
So they're obviously hesitating because of some director situation. Director at the table in Italy. This is really weird because when you're playing a tournament and 2 players are sitting in America and the other player, 1 player is in Italy and 1 player is in France, what does the director do? How can he ask the other people anything? Maybe Giorgio is asking him if he's got some pasta because he's dummy. I don't think I am.
There you are.
So they stopped the proceeding. He's saying, may I have an undo? He wants an undo in the bidding or the play, but he's dummy. He can't be the play. It's a bit late to have an undo.
Sylvie.
Oh, Sylvie wants an undo. I don't know what. Now, this is an interesting point. We're playing on the computers the first time ever, and you click the wrong button. Well, Bill Gates is a nice guy. He's given her an undo. I don't think the undo is going to change much, though. I think Bill Gates is a smart guy, and he saw that being nice when it makes no difference is much better than being a bad guy. So he made a nice gesture. They gave him the undo, but it's not going to help Sylvie. Now she'll breathe a sigh of relief and say, merci, personne n'a pas contré, which means nobody doubled me. I like the way Bill Gates switched to a low club from a 2, from Jack and 1. It's very Polish. I don't understand why Sylvie. Maybe is Sylvie sitting with Giorgio in Italy? Or are they playing from their various computers in different countries? Because the director was called in Italy. I don't think.
Yeah, I can hear.
You can, but it says click to speak.
No, don't worry about that.
I think they're all in Turin.
Through the view draft yet, I think.
Are they all in Turin, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, that explains that. Well, I think he's going to play hard now because I've got. Well, 3 down, but it's probably still going to be a slight pickup for East-West because it was a misunderstanding that got North-South so high. The thing about Giorgio, he's such a nice guy that even if you're his partner and you see forgot the system, all you can do is say, don't worry, partner. I don't play transfers over a no trump and they interfere. I play penalty doubles and natural bidding. Well, so far East-West are doing very well in this match. South is going to open a spade here. West will be happy and pass. North will bid a no trump. South will bid 2 diamonds, possibly 2 spades. And they're going to end up in 2 spades. But East might have something to say in the middle. 1 spade, 1 no trump. 2 spades, Michaels. 2 hearts. Can't make many hearts because the hearts are 4. In normal plain hearts, you'd make 5 hearts, 2 diamonds and a club, something like that, maybe 3 diamonds and a club. So what's East going to bid? What is Sharon going to bid? She has an option of 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 spades Michaels, 2 hearts. I think these are the 2 real options, or double, but I don't think double is really practical. 2 spades is probably the best bid, followed by a 3 heart bid. Okay, 2 hearts she's done well because that'll keep them low, but South will bid 2 spades. Will will be thinking, I should have doubled the last hand, think, should I double this one? But he won't because he doesn't have enough outside points. But there's no way that Sharon Osberg is going to pass. Simple 3 diamond bid. North is, Giorgio is thinking, should I raise? Because he's got a very nice hand if partner is short in hearts. So 3 spades is quite, oh yes. Now, 4 diamonds, double, 4 hearts, pass, or double, pass, 4 spades, double. South is not really keen on bidding 4 spades because they've got a minimum hand with stiff king. But East will find it very difficult to pass. Now, maybe he should double, because they should realize their partner's very likely got 5 spades. But it's very human to bid 4 diamonds. Now, I think Sylvie should double this. She can double what's under her nose, and if the opponent's bid 4 hearts, well, that's not her problem. She can leave it to her partner. 4 diamond pass, well, I don't like that. I think you should always double these contracts because they could be in big trouble. Well, Bill will bid 4 hearts, and that'll probably go all past. But Giorgio might double it. I would like to double it. Well, do one more contract. Remember what I said on the last hand. Doubling is where the profit in bridges. Another hand where people didn't double, and practice South is going to lead the ace of spades, or a club perhaps. A club is very reasonable. She might lead a club. Declare is going to go. Good lead, Sylvie. Very nice. Sylvie Willard is, if you don't know, as I think, I mean, Mark will tell you, probably won about 4 or 5 world championships, if not more. She's maybe the best French lady player that ever lived, and also maybe one of the nicest who ever lived. She's absolute Jew. Mark, do you know how many times she won a world championship?
Just going to check, Zira. I think I actually did say how many times when I wrote her biography, but of course I can't remember that now. Let's just have a quick look and see what I said about Sylvie. Number 1 in the world women's ranking.
There you are. And well deserved.
Let's
Best
see.
blackjack player I've ever seen? No,
Right.
say that. Now, the best play for East would be winning-ish play, would be a low diamond, but played reasonably well.
She won in 2005, 2011, 2015. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 European titles. I don't think I put everything down.
She is a brilliant, brilliant and lovely lady. She's going to run the 9 of diamonds now, lose to the jack. And East is going to make 5 heart tricks, 3 diamonds and a club, 9 tricks. To make this hand, they have to play double dummy. You're playing a low heart to the ace, but possible play. Oh. All right, 10. Bad in a way because South can play club, club. Be roused, and now if she doesn't play a low diamond, she's going to lose control of the hand. But she could have also switched to a low spade because she knew her partner had king and 1 at this stage. Giorgio won the king of clubs to say that he had the king of spades, just to confirm it. Sharon has to ruff low because it won't help her to ruff high. She'll ruff with the 6 probably. I predict very, very strongly. There you are. Now, if she draws the jack 10 of hearts, plays a low diamond, South could duck, and that may make her lose half the trick. So far, 4 imps to east-west. On the hand before, when probably what happened is that South, that east-west made a part score, and 4 imps was the result.
Yeah, they made 150.
They made 150 and no trumps. So she's played. What did she do? She played low diamond to the 9, did she? Go down to 9. Oh, the 6 of hearts held, and she played. Go down to the. Oh, she played ace of diamonds. Actually, sorry, she played ace of diamonds and a diamond. Oh, North probably does best not to over-rough, but it probably won't make a difference because South can come back with a rough, draw Jack 10 of hearts and give a diamond. It's like 9 tricks making for East-West. But North-South could have lost 3 spades, a heart, club, diamond, probably 3 spade tricks, down 2. Well, that's the end of the hand. There's nothing much left. They're going to make another diamond trick and hold it on 1. But it is certainly a hand which could be a swing in many ways to both teams. East-West have not done the best they could do, but they've certainly not done very badly. Minus 100 is not a great score, but it's not a bad score. David?
Yep.
What about this? If you go there, then we get cut off from here or not?
No, we won't. No,
Huh?
we'll be okay. But on there you can see.
There's a website. If you see at the bottom of the BBO, you can see that you can watch the. So how do I get there?
I mean, you just click on this link and it puts you on this page. You can't see Bill Gates. I guess the security people have.
You can't see Bill Gates, but it's very clear. All right, David.
Yep.
Is repeating all the other stuff.
What is it?
All right, down 1.
No, the feed's actually behind.
Like something to do with the YouTube you've got.
Well, I can shut that off, but
Shut it off. Yeah,
the view graph feed is behind your actual speaking times.
All right, now here we go. West has got a bad hand and it's going to pass. North has got a great hand. 6-5 in the minors. Could open a club, I would, but opened a diamond because he doesn't want to reverse. Very reasonable, and that's going to work really well. As you can see on the hand, 6 diamond is very easy to make, not so easy to bid. You need the diamonds 2-2. Diamond, a spade, 2 clubs. South will have to bid 2 hearts. North will bid 3 clubs. South, in my opinion, should bid 4 diamonds. Saying, I've got a huge hand for diamonds. Don't worry about the trumps. And have you got a heart control? North would bid 4 hearts. South sort of black-wood on. Good news is if you bid black with 4 no trumps, When your partner bids 5 hearts, 2 aces without the queen of trumps, it's too late to stop in 5 diamonds. You just have to bid 6. So 2 hearts, North is going to bid 3 clubs, Giorgio. Sylvie might bid 3 diamonds, though I would prefer personally 4 diamonds. I like clearing up the trump suit, not only as to what it is, but how strong my support is. So if she bids 4 diamonds, I'll kiss her the next time I see her. Mind you, I kiss her anyway, even if I don't, she doesn't bid 4 diamonds. She's an old friend of mine. She's thinking between 3 and 4 diamonds. There you are. Come on, Sylvie, for me. I love you, Sylvie. You're the best. Now, 4 hearts by Giorgio for sure. But the option could be 5 spades exclusion, but he won't be that. 4 hearts for sure. 4 no trump by Sylvie. No question, boys, about this one. Don't worry. You can put it to the, take it to the bank. Or 4 spade. Maybe that's Blackwood, is it? No, I don't think it's Blackwood. Oh, it's maybe just suggesting to play there. Like that as a play. I like it as a Blackwood. Oh, sorry. She meant it as a cubit. Sorry. Fine. After 4 diamonds, she meant it. Very, very reasonable. Sorry, Sylvie. Give me excuse. 6 diamond from Sylvie. Don't worry. It's in my pocket. 6 diamonds is the blackjack queen. She always doubles on 11 against the 10. You are. I won a tournament once with her. But I must admit that the last and our substitute took over. And the substitute was pretty good. He was Michel. Well bid by the French-Italian combo. All you need now is for the trumps to break. Bill Gates will probably lead a half, the unbid spit suit. Well, the match is tied at the moment. 4 hearts down 1 by north-south. By east-west for plus 100. What happened in the other room, David?
They played 3 spades, but that didn't.
3 spades down.
Either the spades were probably distributed.
3 spades down 1 or
down 1, yeah, declared it pretty well.
Declared it well.
In my view.
Declared it well to go down 1. Probably got trump and played west, and 4 imps to the Lavazza. So really tight match, and I think this board is going to be a swing. In the other room, Jill Meyers Hamman. Well, it'll be nice to hear that. We never discovered that all half of the match where they got to the great 4 spades. We always doubted that the bluff commentator or operator had got the right bidding down. The good thing about this hand is much longer to lead and to bid than it is to play. Once you hit, you more or less have nothing else to do. Cash the king of clubs, you play his king of diamonds, and then you see pull his employee.
First.
Yes, you could do that. Well, you need to set up the clubs. Yeah, you might well start with the king of diamonds to pick up the old restricted choice situation. Oh, sorry, north of diamonds. So ace of hearts. I like that lead. This is a blind auction where things could disappear. So you want to cash your tricks and hope you have something in later on. I think Sharon made a nice lead there. Unluckily for her, it won't really. The only -1% chance now is to switch to the jack of diamonds, but not for a second will Giorgio get that wrong. Well, he's going to play a diamond to the king. Quite rough as spade first, actually. Good rough as spade. Play king of diamonds. He's happy now because when no honor falls, he has no longer any restricted choice to worry about. He's just going to play another diamond. Throw two clubs on the ace king of spades and rough two clubs. Nice bidding, Sylvie. That's what bridge is all about. When you're in form, the diamonds break. When you're out of form, they're 4-0 and you get doubled. The thing is to be lucky in life. It's much more important than being great. Huub Bertens is saying that the slam wasn't bid at the other table. He says his point is that if they don't lead a heart, it's very good slam. So I think that they are very likely to lead a heart. Giorgio, between you and me, I would suggest you claim.
How much BBO bridge he plays?
Yeah, sometimes when you play on the computer and you're not used to it, you don't know, as somebody just said, where the claim button is. So this is a big swing to Lavazza, a vulnerable slam, which is 620 and 13, 750 is about 13 or something like that.
Yeah, it depends what they're in at the other table, if they're in.
Assuming the opponents are in 5 of a minor.
12.
Having said that, if you were able to bid Blackwood at a lower level and find out that you were missing the queen of trumps, it was pretty iffy to play in the slam. So in a way, you could say that Hamman and Jill bid better and don't deserve the loss that they had on the hand. But bridge is like that and life is like that. Yay, Giorgio has claimed. Well done, Giorgio. Minutes?
Yeah. 100 people.
Well, the Kib is showing us more and more. I think possibly America is more getting into their time zone. This is a nice hand. Norberto is going to open a diamond. So I know some people would open a trump, agree with it. House would like to bid something like 3 club invitational. The hand as it is, you can see 3-note trump makes because the club position is rook. But having said that, the club position is reasonably good as well. Play 5 clubs. 1 diamond pass, I don't know, they're probably playing 2 over 1, in which case, unless they're playing 3 clubs invitational, Sylvie would have to bid a no trump. In the style, it could be 2 clubs followed by 3 clubs as not forcing. So again, I'm not. All right, so probably they have decided 1 no trump. I think North is 2 no trumps. It's just 2. A very, very nice looking 16 spade. You know, to play no trump is a sort of normal Giorgio bid. He's a very sound bidder, but a pretty good bidder. I must tell you, I've played a lot with Giorgio. One of the nicest partners I've ever played with, and one of the best players I've ever had. Even afterwards is even a greater pleasure. No trump, I suppose. Now South wants to make I'm trying clubs, believe it or not, because if it's 18, 19 opposite, she could make 6 clubs with a very, very simple hand. I play in this auction that 3 club and 3 diamonds a week, 3 hearts and 3 spades are forcing hands and diamonds. But that's the particular treatment I have. I don't know what Sylvie's. I hope they don't have one of their transfer sequences and have a mistake like they earlier had. Well, I hope she thinks it's forcing, because he might pass that. It's very, very dangerous bid and an undiscussed party. There you are. Thought that was going to happen. But that's bad news. It's good news. Bad news because they're going to miss a game. It's good news because that game wasn't that great because of the club, because the bits were not working. Good lead by Bill Gates. Very nice lead. He had 2 unbid suits to choose from, and he led from the one without the ace, which is good, but it's also expert. So the 2 that he's got an honor. Some people play 3rd, 5th, but I like to play the deuce an honor, and I would lead like a card when you don't have an honor. That East wins the queen, they know they can't. But having said that, 3 clubs is not going to be a particularly exciting contract. I think in the other room they're playing 3-no trumps from what it seems from the comments I'm reading. 3-no trumps, as it says, is not a great contract, but it certainly makes. It's not a bad contract. I mean, you've got 24 points, you've got a very good long suit. Certainly to be in game is reasonable.
1 diamond, 3 invitational clubs.
The other room, apparently they bid a diamond, 3 invitational, 3-no trumps by Hamman was north. Hamman.
He was, and
Hamman's rule is to always bid 3-no trumps when you have a choice. Well, now they're going to play 4 rounds with diamonds. I'm not sure if you meant to play diamonds or you meant to cash the ace of clubs and then play diamonds. Personally, I would have cashed the ace of clubs, but it's much different.
lui profite, bien sûr. Mais en tout cas, 607 est imbattable, c'est ce qu'étaient les cartes. Donc en fait, ce flanc un petit peu approximatif n'a rien coûté.
Équipe Lavazza, info à tout, nord sud.
Reste-t-il la ressource de tir de carreau? Mais oui, ma foi.
With the queen and one diamond sitting in dummy, Sharon will have not much problem switching to diamond. Not sure of the carding east-west. We'll soon find out when she switches to the king of diamonds. We'll find out if west-east play standard or upside down. 10 would be standard and the 2 would be upside down. He's so excited, he doesn't know how or at the 2. I love it. 20 years ago, nobody would play the 2 as encouraging, and now very few people would play the 10 as encouraging. So Sylvie is not thinking about which diamond to play, but the queen would be a sexy play. Oh my gosh. They were playing standard. So maybe Bill Gates was trying to give the count on the king as opposed to attitude. But having said that, the declarer still can make 3 spade tricks, a heart and a club. Because she's going to try and make the contract by cashing the king, queen of spades and crossing to the ace of hearts. And that's interesting. He hasn't tried to make the contract. And she played that the diamonds could be blocked as opposed to trying to make the contract if the spade jack was coming down. That was very, very strange. Mark, are you getting a big echo on this?
No, not at all.
No echo. Big echo coming.
After the settings, I assume you've got one of these enormous Yeti microphones.
Yeah, we do.
I think it's the settings at the back.
With the settings at the back of the microphone.
Yeah.
David?
What you want
settings at the back of the microphone
is have the setting on the lower of those on the little upside down heart shape.
The lower of the upside down heart shape.
Okay, you want the third one on.
Third one.
And as far as the gain thing at the top is, it wants slightly right.
I think it's better now.
Should be better. That's the recommended sort of setting.
Well spotted.
And the microphone should be pointing straight up in the air.
It is straight up in the air.
Yeah. All
right, well done. You solved this problem. Well done again. Magnificent knowledge of microphones.
I'm trying to tell you, if you know how long it took me to get the thing to work. Yeah.
Right, so here we go. Down 1 is not a bad result on this hand. It's not bad. This could probably be a small pickup for north-south, because east-west could have made a pass score in diamonds, or beaten the contract more. So I would say, if anything, it's like 2 or 3 M's to the Lavazza. In fact, it turned out to be 6. And the other room they played. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they played the 3 diamonds, east, west, and made 10 tricks, in fact.
And made 10 tricks, okay.
What? They want to trump a lot, just slip through, so that's...
Now, this is a good hand, because West has got a 20 count, but it's 4-4-4-1. You're nervous to open a club. On the other hand, you can't really open 2 no trumps. So 1 club is the right bid. It could easily go to a pass. In fact, North will bid a diamond. They'll go pass, pass probably by South. And West is too good to pass and will definitely double. North would pass, and East will have to bid 2 clubs, which is not so pretty when the clubs are 5-1. But having said that, if they make 1 spade, 2 hearts 3, a ruff of hearts 4, an ace king queen of clubs 7, and a diamond ruff in the hand, they could make 8 tricks or even 9. So they've got to the most playable contract. Bill Gates likes his 20 count and did 3 clubs, and is going to make it more enjoyable to watch the play. North is a difficult lead. I actually think a club is the right one, because West has probably got short diamonds, and East hasn't got a major suit. So I think a club would be a strong lead. I don't like heart. Sorry, Giorgio, I love you, but I don't like your lead. And that's going to help the declarer in setting up a hard trick. The 6 of club is a big card, because North's only club is the 4. Right, he's going straight for a hard ruff, followed by possibly a spade or a diamond, but I prefer a diamond. Or I actually don't mind either. Here comes the jack, that's good news. You're going to play a spade now? Now he's setting up his spade trick. North is going to win it, and if he plays ace and a diamond, that will actually facilitate Bill's work. Spade is probably best return. But there are many ways now to get to 9 tricks. One of them is to play a club, spade to the king, throw a spade on the 10 of hearts, and end up making 4 club tricks in that. 3 club tricks over us. Dave, you want to finish this or not?
Yeah, I better go.
Okay, we go. I go. So this match is looking like very close with light favorite north-south, the Lavazza team. Just going to watch Giorgio's play before I take my we play the tenor clubs. I'm not very keen on that play, but that'll work. But don't. He's going to play. All right, he's going to play another club. Oh, he's double dummy. He's going to cash the cash the 10 of hearts. But he's queen of clubs. He's got 9 tricks. Yeah, very well played by Bill Gates. At that point, I'm going to have to leave you because I'm being called away on an urgent appointment. See you all tomorrow. Keep watching because there's a lot more bridge to go today. David, I'm ready. Okay. I know how to shut this off.
So this is the last board of the set. Fighting. Or right to open one club because there's a 4-card major on the void. 3 clubs. Very tempting to take another bid now. Doesn't double because she's got very little defence. Context out. 4-card trump court. Rolls in both red suits. Sylvie, very good decision.
Double for spades and those take out 5 clubs. Here, South thinks that he has a lot of cards for his competitive partner bidding alone.
It's pretty strange because
He suspects that his partner has no spade.
but when Giorgio now she's 6, of course, because she's quite sure in spades, and with the king of diamonds, 12 tricks probably would bet, but of course not so easy. Well done. Very well done.
So a big swing for Lavazza. So a big swing for Lavazza.
follow Bridge Online WorldCup.com. Profiles of the players, results, deals already played in the tournament in.
But the team is now setting up, and we will at 9 o'clock.
Big swing for Lavazza at the end because 5 club.